Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wing Gamers. So you me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Nekojishi. So y'all, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. I decided to go for a collection of short light novels, thinking for the most part that they would be easier on my mind to read, but it's just too much. By the time I realized that I've read the same paragraph 3 times in a row, I let out a heavy sigh and closed my eyes. Liao, is something troubling you? I look around before I respond. There's not many people around, probably due to exam week, so I lower my voice and speak. Nothing, I just feel a bit sad. Such is the melancholy of youth. Sometimes it's normal to feel sad. Is it because of the kitten? How can you say this is normal? Yes, it's because of him. He chose to leave himself. I cannot understand why that upsets you. Alas, one's mood is not always driven by reason. Moving in close, Tiger tenderly strokes my head and neck with his soft paws. I couldn't help but close my eyes and enjoy it. Liao. Yeah? Don't worry. No one is around. Just close your eyes. Listen. In all sincerity, seeing you so distraught of the kitten, it is very painful. I think to ask him why, but I remember he told me just to listen. I'm not sure where this feeling comes from either. Perhaps because you are my worshipper who cares so much about those other two. That kitten is a Yaogwai as far as I'm concerned. I feel that he has used your sympathy for his trivial cause to become closer to you, and in turn it's evident how much you've grown to care about him. If something were to happen to me, would you even wish to return home in my stead? That was a joke. I don't mean to say that you must go back home. He stopped stroking me. But, oh well. I reach up and place my hand on the tiger's paw. If anyone's watching, it'll just look like I'm rubbing my neck. These past few days, I've only cared about Senpai. I've just left Tiger's feelings by the wayside, not even considering how much he cared. But I'm worried about Senpai, because of what? Do I really have a crush on Senpai, or am I just afraid of change to my happy life? How much do I actually care about my guardian Tiger? Tiger asked me to not talk, so I stifle my questions inside me. Or maybe that's just my cop-out. I continue to read, finding it harder and harder to focus on the book as I go. Oh. It's Friday night, and once again Senpai is sitting in the cafeteria waiting for me. Liao, it's the weekend tomorrow. You know what that means. How should I know what that means? Well, it means that we should go on a date. Senpai, what kind of date are you talking about? It's not like we're in a relationship. As bothersome as he is, I'm kind of happy to see Senpai so upbeat. He even took the effort to come and wait for me. You should go on a date before you get in a relationship. Isn't that normal? You can't expect to date someone without getting to know them first. We already know each other very well. Senpai, stop making excuses. Since I'm not staying at Liao's home, the least he could do is spend the weekend with me. Liao, please? Senpai's dejected eyes look at me, tears welling up. My heart doesn't have the strength to disappoint him. This time I want to date all alone with Liao, without Kulao and the old man, just me and you. Slides in. That's unreasonable. I cannot let the two of you... Liao, go shopping. I want to come. No way! I've been forced out of Liao's home, my family's against me, and I'm scared. All I want is to date with Liao. Please, I don't need a third and fourth wheel. What wheel? Liao doesn't fancy you. Well, maybe not yet, but that's exactly why I want to go on a date with him. Isn't this all a bit awkward? Isn't this all a bit backwards? Nope, I'm right after all. After all, why should you be in a relationship before you even know if you get along together? Which is why we should have a nice date together before either of us makes a decision. It kind of makes sense. So, Liao, let's have a date. Should I go on a date with Senpai? Yeah. Guys, will this affect the ending? Tiger, I'll say yes for now. Let me pause that. Alright. Yeah, I want to. Oh, well, honestly, I'd be happy to go out with you, Senpai. Yeah, you'll have heaps of fun going out with someone as super-duper adorable as me! Okay, you big show-off, keep that up and I won't ever compliment you again. But I only say the truth. Fine, Senpai's super-duper adorable, that's not a compliment. And tomorrow, I'll go on a date with you. Got it? Yep, you're always so nice, Liao. I'm gonna go home and get ready. See you tomorrow, Liao, I look forward to it. Senpai practically falls over backward, waving at me as he walks away. Really, what would he even need to prepare? On top of that, we're already at the cafeteria. He could have at least had dinner with me before storming out of here. I'll never understand him, will I? I decided to just leave it be and take a seat. eating my dinner for the night alone with Leopard and Tiger. Silly. The next morning, I asked Tiger and Leopard to watch over my room. They couldn't come with me today, after all. Liao, I don't wish to lecture you. Just remember to never go anywhere strange with that kitten, okay? Yep, got it. It's not like there are any strange places he'd take me to anyway. Don't worry. I'll see you later. You've never been here before, right? There's a bunch of places I'd like to go, but I want to take you to this one first. We're gonna have such a great time together, Liao. Where are we going? You'll find out soon enough. Senpai's words are vague. I was getting worried he really was going to take me somewhere shady, but in the end he leads me to an arcade that stretches across the basement of a department store. What's so cool about this place? As far as my eyes can see, arcade machines are lined up from wall to wall. Honestly, I'm not usually a fan of arcade games. Liao, you play any arcade rhythm games? Not really. I don't usually have the money for them. That, and they're usually all about tapping buttons to the beat. Why do that when you can just dance? I always find that heaps more fun. What a sad, sheltered soul you are! How could a member of the dance club not know? Come on, this way! Senpai pulls me by the wrist around to one of the largest games in the arcade. In stark contrast to the packed-in machines here, the area around the game has been taped off with thick yellow tape. I'm lost trying to work out what kind of game it is while Senpai runs up to the display, turning it on and standing in the middle of the play area. A figure appears on the screen that mirrors Senpai's position in front of it. Wait, how can he control that far away from the machine? Senpai puts on the same pose as the virtual figure. He starts to dance as the music kicks in. Senpai moves deftly as a flurry of the word perfect flashes on the screen every few seconds. Is he following the animations? Regardless, Senpai's moving so well I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between him and or a demonstration of the dance anyway. He's beyond practice. About 30 seconds into the song, the word great jumps up on the screen, breaking his perfect combo. Senpai clicks his tongue in disappointment. Guess his accuracy on that move was off. Tech these days really has come a long way. I still remember those arcade dance pads. Senpai keeps going, getting perfect after perfect. Even without playing it, I can tell it's super hard to be this perfect. When Senpai finishes the song, I can't help but clap along with the crowd that had formed around him. Even though the choreography is easier than what we're used to, it's still impressive how well he pulled it off within the framework of the game. His moves were so fluid that you could barely tell he was even playing a game. Senpai really is awesome. Alright, now it's your turn, Liao. Hey, there's no way I can be as good as you. Sure, I'm a dancer, but how am I supposed to know the routines in the game? I can't just go in there and expect to be great without practicing it a few times. Not to mention I'll be going in after Senpai. Talk about pressure. It's fine. It's not like I expect your first time to be good. Don't worry, I won't laugh. Everyone's watching! There's a first time for everyone. Come on, Liao! Despite my protests, Senpai shoves me in front of the machine and forces me to give it a go. He picks something easy for me, but I still struggle to keep up with it on my first go. Not to mention needing to work out the limits of the machine as I do so. In the end, I barely pass the track. I can't do it. Most people don't even pass their first go. Oh, hey, Liao and Shushi, you guys sure look like you're having fun. It's a familiar voice. Turn around to see Xiao. You did alright, but Shushi-senpai was awesome. I don't think I've ever seen anyone that good at the game before. How long have you been practicing? Ha! I've practiced a bit at home. It's no big deal. It doesn't really need much space anyways. Let me drink some water, y'all. Okay. Liao, that was your first time, right? You did pretty good. Nah, I know I sucked. No need to try and make me feel better. I'm not trying to, compared to this. Xiao pulls me to the side. Liao, you said you weren't dating Shushi-senpai, right? Because you two here together totally looks like a date, dude. I stammer as I feel my face flush with embarrassment. Senpai just wanted to hang out and decided to take me here. There's really nothing going on. Well, Liao, it's not like I care, but you don't want people to think there's something between you guys, right? People from the dance club come here all the time. See? Look over there. I turn my head to see someone I recognize from the dance club, and considering he's staring right at me, I'd hazard a guess they're a member of Shushi's fan club. I can't believe this. I just thought I'd let you guys know. Now behave yourself, Liao. I'll see you later. Oh, yeah. I wave Xiao goodbye and return back to Senpai. Hey, Senpai, mind if we go somewhere else? What? I thought you were having fun. Well, I glance towards the guy from the dance club staring at me. Oh, that guy? Never mind him. I mind. Okay, okay, stay here and wait. Senpai walks off to the side and makes a phone call. Senpai, is everything okay? Yep, come on, let's play. I'm just about to ask what he was up to when a man in a black suit wearing a pair of dark-tinted sunglasses approaches Shushi admirer from behind, tapping him on the shoulder. Obviously terrified, he walks away with the man in black after a few words are exchanged. No argument, no fight. The man in black just took them away without a dispute. Senpai, what did you do? Nothing. It's my rare chance to have a date with you, Liao. I won't let anyone get in the way of that, and maybe I'm leaving soon, so no matter what, I don't want to miss this chance. Leaving? It's no big deal. Hey, Liao, we should try that one. I see through Senpai's abysmal attempt at changing the topic. Senpai, wait, you're leaving? It's nothing at all, don't worry. You've got nothing to do with it. Just a bad joke. It doesn't matter? I have nothing to do with it? How? Whether if it's you or Shushi Senpai that's leaving, it's something that matters to me. You just made a phone call to have someone taken away by your mysterious Secret Service. He's gonna think there's something between us for sure now. Really? It doesn't matter. I'll clear things up. No problem at all. No problem? What in the world could you say to explain that? You weren't like this before. What the hell's wrong with you, Senpai? Ever since you came back after the Shiming break, I felt like something's been wrong. What happened? I care about you. Please, tell me everything. A raised voice blends into the background of the noisy arcade. I take Senpai and pull him into a nearby corner. What are you talking about? Liao, you're overreacting. I'm just upset over leaving. It's no big deal. Really, I don't think so. The past few days you've been different. To begin with, you haven't even really been trying to come spend time with me. Sure, it's exam week, but it's not that hard. And yesterday you straight up asked to go out with me out of the blue. Now you're telling me you might be leaving. It doesn't make sense. I don't know whether it's you or Shushi that's leaving, but no matter who it is, you won't be able to date me. You took me to a place that's specifically popular among the guys at dance club and made a show over kicking out one of your admirers in a way that everyone's going to misunderstand. Senpai, I know you're smart enough to have thought this through. If you really did this on purpose, something must be up. Please tell me. Liao? Senpai avoids my eyes. I'm not in a relationship with Senpai, and I can't go to Meowly with you, so maybe I don't have the right to ask this from you. But you lived in my home for over a month. I hope that we're at least close enough for you to tell me. If you're leaving, I'd like to know why. Sorry, Liao. It's not that I don't want to tell you, it's just I don't want to force you to go to Meowly with me. I can take care of my own business. Still, I want to know. Okay, I'll tell you. Just promise me one thing. Name it. Don't let what I tell you change your decision on helping me. It'd be best to forget what I say right away if you can. I know that you coming or not depends on your family back home. I'll work on it. No matter what, I want to know what's going on. Well, it's not a big deal. It's just that it won't be too long until my Furigong loses the last of his divine power. I want to be there with him in his last days, that's all. What's going to happen to him? They will, degrade to an earth spirit, maybe. They'll still be around somewhere, even if he loses his godship. They just won't exist anymore. After all, a god of soil doesn't exist if no one believes they do. One day they might recover if someone goes to worship them, though. But even if they do come back, they'll probably end up losing all their memories. In other words, his Furigong will have forgotten all about him? What about you? What will happen to you? I'll turn back to a Yaoguai. Don't worry, it won't change who I am. I just won't be a guardian tiger anymore. It's kind of like a company going bankrupt, isn't it? The boss takes the fall while everyone else goes their separate ways. If it takes us years to restore the temple, then how come it's got this bad so rapidly? I'd say it takes about 2 years for a temple to gain a stable following, but as long as there's a priest taking care of the temple, it's not hard to maintain. After all, there's a huge difference between a neglected temple and a deserted one. People think about it whether they want to pray or not. If they see someone there, they'll assume the temple has an active god. So as long as I'm there, the local god of soil won't vanish? Pretty much. How much time do we have? I'm not sure. It's getting close. Probably a month at most. So yeah, I'll have to go back in the next few days. I know you wanted to wait until summer break, but that can't happen. I don't expect you to give up your finals just to come with me, so it's better we stop here. Oh? Stop here? I've just caused you trouble, Liao. Even the old man would be happy to see me go. That's not true! You really have to go so soon? That's so sudden! Your god of soil is almost gone. Why did you keep this from me? If I said so earlier, would that have changed anything? Would you come to Meowly with me? See? I didn't want to put you under more pressure. What? You want me to remind you every day? We're running out of time, Liao. Oh, I'm sure that would have been better. And honestly, I did change. Before Xi Ming, sure I had Yanshuxi's memories, but that didn't mean I felt them. I didn't understand how much family meant. The pressures you're under. Your family's carried on that temple for generations, right? I can't just expect you to pack up your ancestry and leave. This isn't your problem, and I shouldn't expect to make it yours. I've just made things hard for Liao. That's all I've done. Yanshushi's family, they really don't like him. We really didn't get along during the break, so I'm going to use this as a chance to have Yanshushi talk things over with his family for a few days. Then I'll be free to leave. I'm sorry, Liao. I know I didn't talk to you before making this decision, but it's not like being able to come to Meowly is really your decision anyway. I don't want to burden you anymore. It's better to just slowly fade away from your life. Then why did you want to go on a date today? I'm leaving, so I might as well try to give you a nice day to remember me by. Liao, are you okay? Senpai, do you really think this is good for either of us? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks for a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, oh yeah, guys, let me know if I'm on the right path for Tiger. I want to focus on Tiger, so let me know if what I did fucks up my Tiger path. Anyway, y'all, I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!